People wanna see. It does feel very lewd. It's not lewd. It's not lewd. Not lewd. Python. It's a programming language. It's awesome. Alright, hey. Once Harry's in, then it'll be back to being lewd. But one of the things that they do a lot in basically any software engineering or data engineering or front end, back end, whatever, anything that has to do with code. Nowadays, folks, Python, do technical portions of the interviews where they give the interviewee a problem to solve in a limited amount of time. And it's a very, very stressful task. Just here's a problem, go. And these problems usually involve a trick to them. And if you haven't practiced it or you haven't seen it before in your professional life, you won't know the trick. And it's kicked me in the butt a couple times where I can awkwardly explain to the interviewer yeah, you lurk, Elder Calf. She's saving up for those sit stands. So you just gotta practice. You gotta practice. So that's what we're doing here today. I'm going to show you guys kind of a tool that I've started to use to practice for some upcoming interesting things I got going on. But yeah, let's get that live screen going. Hey, my follower goal didn't update. We crushed that. We're at 144 followers now. I'm gonna update this now. Let's update this. Hey, sweetie. I have no idea where Sasha is. Okay, I'll be right back, gang. We don't know where Sasha is. She got stuck in the pantry. No one knew where she was. Yeah, why isn't my goal updated? Look at her. She's there. She's cute. Okay, what's going on here? Bears! Bears is in. Oh my goodness. He's so handsome. Like, if you guys aren't following Bears, I want to see one of the most handsomest mans in the world. Yeah, I stole that. I stole this screen from my favorite music streamer. Not Eldercalf. Eldercalf's my favorite art streamer. Sabby Spark. Maybe if I know my own commands. There we go. There we go. She's cool. And I stole this BRB screen from her. Right, Sasha? What are we doing today? I'm totally confused. Yeah, she had her butt locked in the pantry. It was kind of funny. Scratch a lack in that. Why aren't you updating, you piece of poop? Piece of poop? Piece of what? Oh my god, it's a piece of poop. Poopy doopy doop. Doopy doopy doop. Oh my goodness, it's a piece of poop. Oh. It's not updating, that's okay. We'll just remove it, cause it ain't accurate. No. We don't like to lie here, no. We like to keep things sexy and groovy. Yeah. Pump up that LeetCode, Mr. Man Up. Boom. Come on, I asked you to do that. LeetCode, that's what we're doing. LeetCode. Anyway, so LeetCode it's a new way to learn. I highly recommend this for anyone who wants to get into the programming game or is coming out of school or whatever with a degree in like computer science or whatever. Start hitting up LeetCode. But we're gonna... It's actually really cool. LeetCode. Because I don't want to actually like log in with my account. Oh, hell no, man. Hell no. No. That entire needing a degree thing that's kind of gone by the wayside. There's... Let me hop on a chat. You can actually... One of the... things that some folks do is that they'll take these things called boot camps, which is essentially a super accelerated CS degree, essentially. It's like they range from like 5 to 8 weeks, some are 12 weeks, and you just go 9 to 9 pretty much all day, and you just crank it, and by the end of it you are like a full stack developer. And Harvard's super cool, throwing all they have a bunch of stuff online. I would take a good look at it. Udemy has some pretty cool stuff on there too to get you prepped. But yeah, degrees are a thing of the past. I mean, they folks don't need them anymore to get into it. And if a company's like, oh, so you don't got a degree, just be like, what the fuck does that matter? I have a degree in economics and history. Haven't used it one bit. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just a scam. So now you guys are going to see how big of a joke I am. So what's cool about this, let's zoom in so you guys can actually see what's going on here, is that they got a bunch of textbook, you and me both. That's why I kind of like the boot camp idea, because you learn by doing. I've never done one because I couldn't take that much time off of work, but I was very much thinking about it when I wanted to move my career from where I was just kind of like I was just kind of a data gatherer, and I wanted to move my career into more like software development. I was thinking about taking it like a actual boot camp, but finances, I just couldn't take like 3 months off of work. Dude, I need videos too. I fall asleep now when I start reading any books. Okay. So the place that I am looking into, all the folks say that you should just practice the easy LeetCode. There's easy questions, there's hard questions, there's all that stuff. So let's just try number 1 here, which is 2-sum. Hard questions. Aw, yeah. Yeah, but seriously, you'll learn... Oof, what is this? C++? You'll learn a bunch just by taking... If you want to learn a bunch. Oh, no problem, Harry. Hey, Harry. 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 It's a double entendre. Oh, thanks. Yeah, no problem, Bears. I'm an open book, my mans. If you ask right, I'll give you my social security number. A recruiter asked me if I had a degree. Nice. A recruiter asked me if I had a degree. Right? Yeah, degrees are a thing of the past, man. Even like Google. Google's super fucking badass. I'm going back to chatting screen because I could talk about this shit for hours. Google has taken a completely different approach to it, and kind of an approach that I thought they were going to be, people were going to be going a while, or I've been thinking about it for a while, is they have certification programs like Google Academy. Like, you could say, I want to be a programmer at Google. Here's the curriculum. Do good enough on here. We're gonna give you we're gonna interview you. Like, that's super cool. Like, they give you the tools to succeed. Which I think is pretty cool. So you either have the experience already in the industry and get a recruiter to come up to you and be like, yo, what's up? You looking good. You want to work for me? Or you complete this program to learn about it and get an entry-level job and start your career. Super cool, man. Super cool. So that's kind of what we're doing with... Exactly. What we're doing here is a fun part about a lot of interviews. I discussed this in the opening. Is a lot of the interviews, there's a technical portion that if you don't know the trick, all these questions have tricks. Like, if you haven't seen it before, if you haven't done this example of a problem before, you're not going to get it. So you have to practice. So, for example here, given an array of integers, which is nums, an array is a fancy name for a list, which we kind of discussed in last stream. I barely know hers. A list is just a list of numbers would look like something like this. So a list in Python. How's the music? Is that... Who's got 2 sums and likes learning code? This guy. How's the music? Is it too loud? Let me know. So a list in Python is a really cool data element or data type because you can store multiple objects inside of the list. Like, you can have a number. Deaf girl thinks it's a bit... oh, jeez. Then it's rolling. Hey, baby bagel ham. Sorry your face is hurting today. Oh, yeah. I turned it like a little bit more. Oh, what's up, Curtis Schmurdas? Oh, snap. We've got a celebrity in chat. What up? What up? We have a semi-educational stream today, because I've got some interviews coming up. What was Curtis playing last? Let's see. Let's open this in a new tab. Give him a little wink. Those ivory towers aren't so clean, if you know what I mean. Mr. Mana Incorporated does not endorse bribes in any way and respects the institution of higher education. Okay. So a list object or a list data type can have different objects in it, like a integer, a string, which is just oh. Yeah, you did. Baby Bagel Ham, it didn't work on these. That's depressing. Let's fix that. Because the entire point of flashing mana is, one, naughty. I like it. But it's also to give me a little something in the face. Twitch points, Twitch extensions, chat. How is flash mana even an option? It's not even in my Lumia. I don't even know how that exists. Oh, snap. Thank you for the follow, Crazy Lion. Oh, that's good. That's a good name. I like that. Crazy Lion. Welcome to the aggregation. Let's. Thank you for coming in. Today's a different stream. We're doing some LeetCode. And I'm going on tangents to reinforce things in my head. You can also crazy jump on in the hole head first. Moist hole. You can also have dictionaries inside of lists, so you know, like key. Head first is the way to go, and dictionaries are just key value pairs. And you can have all sorts of stuff in here, and you can even have lists inside of a list. That's right, you can have lists inside of lists. And what's cool about it is all of these guys live together harmoniously and very, very well ordered. They stick to their lane, meaning that when you have a list and it stays like this. Like you can append to it. You can add more stuff to it. You can remove things. You can change the order, but it is an ordered list. It's like that. Okay, so that's what they're passing in here. They're what are they even passing? Return indices of the two numbers that they add up to target. So what they want is, I don't know if you guys can see that. So input. Here's the list. It's 2, 7, 11, and 15. The target, they want two sums that output to 9. That add them together equals 9. So in this example, the output would be 0, 1, because 2 plus 7 equals 9. Nothing else equals 9. Let's see. Is there only return an integer, return indices of the two numbers such. Okay, so you may assume that each input would have exactly one solution. Okay, sweet. Head first. Okay, constraints. The constraints aren't that hard. So we only have a 50% success rate here. Can you come up with here we go. An algorithm that is less than O to the n second complexity. Oh man. Okay. We're gonna go into big O notation, and we're gonna start just be like, hey, O notation. Yeah, it's called big O notation. Every time I talk about it, I giggle. Because that's what they call it. Like, oh, fucking computer scientists, man. Okay, so we could brute force this. We could brute brute force this entire thing. And by brute force, I mean we could look at this string of numbers. I always recommend brute force. Like, we could look at this list of numbers, and we could say, okay, all right, 2. We've got 2. All right, 2 plus 7. Oh, 2 plus 7 equals 9. If I could type. Okay, cool. Okay. 2 plus 11 doesn't equal 9. Oh, okay. Ignore that. You could do that. You could. And that's actually a really fun way to troll somebody in the interview. Because when you do that, they're going to be like, really? Is that what you want to do? And then you say, no, of course not. That's not what I want to do. Because I watched Mr. Mana's stream. And he's going to show me how to do it. If I know how to do it. Return. Let's see. Can you come up with an algorithm that is less than O(n) to the second time complexity? So it's going to be... constraints. Okay, so the num's length is at least going to be 2. And it can be up to 10 to the 4th power and size. So brute force isn't going to work on that. That's a disaster. Oh, okay. And this is an easy one. Like, this is an easy one, and I'm like, there's a trick to it. So we have a list, and we want to keep the list, because the list gives us our order. Let's see. Two sums. Really, the only way I can think of doing it is brute force. Brute force would take way too long to do. That would. So let me actually show you guys. Big O notation. Big O O. Oh, this is really good. Here we go. Oh, that's fucking stupid. Where's the big O notation that everyone in their... Here, this is the big O notation that everyone uses. Right here. So, what you want is O... Wait, did they say O(n) squared? I could do O(n) squared? Oh, less than O(n) squared. I know this is diving into like CS stuff, things that I don't understand. But as you can see, O(n) squared complexity gets really, really expensive, really, really quick. It takes forever to complete. You want things to either be O of 1, where no matter how big, that's right, big your big meaty data is, it still takes the same amount of time. No big... Harry burned himself out on it already, yeah. We want an O of n. That's what we want. A big, straight, strong O of n. That's what we want. So, oh my goodness. Oh, he stepped into the kitchen. That's too funny. How are we gonna do this? Would he jump on that big O? Yeah, he would. I'm trying to think of the efficient way of doing it first. So def of two sums. This would be a really good one to be on an interview. Let's show a hint. A really brute force way would be to search for all possible Yeah, brute force. Yeah, if you that's what brute force is, an iteration. Like I could do a for I in nums. Or let's do not for I in nums, because if you do for I in nums, print I. Assholes. Hold on, I actually gotta sign up. Use a strong password. Email address. noneofyourbusiness.com. Oh, look at this guy. I'm a professional. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Strider. It's happened. You can say I'm over 10 years. Close enough, data scientist. Sure. Oh my goodness, I got it. I really have to. Yeah, sure. Just leave me alone. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go. I was in the middle of writing that. That's so sad. I wanted to. Where's the two sums? Give me the two sums. Alright, challenges for new users. Well, that fucking sucks. Roman to integer. Let's see what the hell this is. Skip. You guys forget about that entire freaking discussion. That's crazy. Pivoting. So this is Roman to integer. Roman numerals are represented by 7 different symbols. I, V, X, L, C, D, and M. 1 equals I. Okay. So for example, 2 is written as II in Roman numeral, just 2 ones add together. 1, 2 is written as 12, which is simply x plus 11. Okay, Roman numerals are usually written largest to smallest from left to right. However, the numeral 4 is not 4. Instead, the numeral, which is a historical fucking shenanigans. Nope. That right there was not commonly done by the Romans. The Romans commonly used this. 4 I's. This IV nonsense, this was a invention by the Victorian British. But anyways, there are 6 instances where subtraction is used. Okay. So the input they'll put in is I. Oh, here I thought it was going to be the other way around. Oh, that makes it a little easier. Shit, that makes it a lot easier. Except for that IV. Okay. And then what's our bonus? Constraints? Okay, this is easy. This one's easy. Okay, so they're going to enter in a string. And the string is going to be like here's the example that we're working off on the left. So example 1, 3 I's gives us a 3. So what we need to do is we need to create that's right, you need to create yourself a dictionary. So we're gonna call this Roman dict. That's right, that's for you, Harry. Roman dict. And I the value is 1. All right, and then v, the value is 5. X, the value is 10. Oh, jeez, this is getting ugly really quick. Hold on. I am all about nice, consistent looking code, even though it doesn't matter. Okay, L is 50. Oops, get rid of this prime. C is 100. D is 500. And M is 1,000. Okay. Close that parenthesis. So what's neat about a string is that a string is actually just a list. It's kind of neat. Example, if we split this string up, which they call S. Oh my goodness, I gotta verify my email to submit code. Oh yeah, I can do that on my phone. Sweet. Hold on. Probably don't want people trying to attack him or some shit like that. Here we go, here we go. Gotta... Oh! Thank you, Yucca. It didn't work again. I'm sorry. I wish you could have flashed me. I actually have no idea how you guys are redeeming Flash mana. That's lame. That's lame. I just want to run stuff willy-nilly and they won't let me run stuff. Alright, anyways. So if I enter in the string, Harry's ball, Harry, when I split that, I use the split function on it. It becomes a list. H A R R Y. Sir, you don't need to go over that. So that's what the split does. So that's what we're gonna need here. That's what we're gonna need here. Is that we need to split this shit. So we're gonna take Roman list equals s dot split. And now it splits it into a list, and now we have to iterate over said list. Watching this makes me both want to learn. Yeah, it's pretty much the pits. So we've got the list. Okay, so now we've got the list. So what we're going to do is we're going to iterate over this list. So for I, which is kind of just the standard, you iterate over I, and then you just, if you're a good person, you define, like you do it, like actually say like letters, so everyone knows what you're talking about. So like 4 letters in Roman list. So it's going to iterate over every single part of the list. It's going to go, in our Harry example, it would go H and then do a bunch of stuff with the H. And then it goes to A, goes down and does a bunch of stuff with the A. Then it goes R and it does a bunch of stuff with the R. And just until it's complete with whatever it was up to. Okay, I'm good. Yesterday's stream got me a little too silly. Okay, oh my goodness, so what are we gonna do? Alright, first, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have I'm pretty sure that I still am. Yeah. Alright, here we go. So we're gonna set X to 0. Watch, this is gonna be great. You guys are gonna be like, oh man, are you sexy. Yeah, probably could have, but it might have taken longer to write it programmatically than doing the work. Don't tell my wife. Stardew is really fun when there's 4 people. When it's like 2, it gets almost kind of like work. 1 person, I have no idea how 1 person does it. Ooh. Oh, thank you, Quasi Lion. Back at you. For letters in Roman lists. What are we doing? I'm gonna come back to the edge case, which is like if there's an I before V, then it's actually a 4 instead of a 1 and then a 5. So we're just gonna go through it really quick. So for letters in Roman list, X equals, what's that call that? Roman dictionary. And we're gonna get the letters. Return X. Whoa. Not X equals, it needs to be X equals X plus Roman letters. Okay, so this should fail a couple of their test cases. It should work for 1. Oh no, what was my syntax error? Oh, I forgot a curly bracket. Get out of town. Okay, let's try running it again. What? Key error? Oh no. Oh no. Dude, yeah. Yeah, there's so much work that's done just to that doesn't need to be done. That's just done. I thought Roman list would be a list. Hold on. Do I just not know what I'm doing? That could be it. S equals. Oh. So split just by itself doesn't do that. It's a different... Oh, split. So what I was thinking is that split would like return each character in the list. But what split does is you actually have to pass it. Oops. You would split it on a character. So I don't think that would work, but let's try it. Just trying it in a window over here where you guys can't see it. Yeah, that's not gonna work because it splits the separator. So I gotta Google this. String to list Python. Yeah, because that's what I thought it was. It was just split. Yeah, each letter. Python split each. Oh wait, I don't need to split. Yeah, I don't need to split at all. It's an I. So if it's IV, we'd pass it through here and go I. So X, which is equal to 0 right now. X equals X, which is X equals 0 plus 1. And then the next one would be a V, which according to this code, how we have it written, is that, okay, so I already went through that string once. So now X1, or X, which is 1, plus 5 equals 6, which is not the answer. I could read it. So what we should do Or what we could do is make these as our logic. We can use this as part of our algorithm. These 3 bullets right here is our algorithm. So for letters in S, we're going to say, we're going to put prior, wait, how are we going to do this? Because what we need to do is store the prior letter first. So we're going to set the prior letter outside. Prior letter is an empty string. So if prior letter, wait, we got this. So if Roman, wait, let me think. Try and think about the more efficient way. So we can do, compare the current letter that we're looking at and see if it's a V and an X, and then just check the prior letter. Yeah, so if prior letter, so the letter that went through this before, if prior letter in, it's either an I, an X, or a C, and Roman dict letters in we'll do this one first. So if Roman dictionary letters, so the one that's going through the algorithm is a V, an X, an L, I could just, what? This is fucking bullshit. That's like every single letter. Jesus Christ. Prior letter, I, X, C. And Roman dictionary letters is basically everything else. V, X, L. Wait. All I have to say, no, I'm being silly. If prior letter is equal to I, X, or C, I, X, or C are modifiers unless, like, to everything else other than themselves. Like, I equals 2, but I, no, that doesn't work because I is not a modifier on L, but I cannot come before L. That's kind of what we're assuming. And it's a valid numeral. Okay, sweet. This was the big constraint that I was just working through. Is guaranteed S is a valid Roman numeral, so it can't fuck us up. So if the prior letter is in IXC, we can do this even easier. If prior letter does not equal, which is exclamation point, equals Roman dict letters, and if prior letter in, oh goodness gracious, what are the prior letters? I keep on erasing it. I should have kept it. and prior letter, I, X, C, colon, which is basically saying then, X equals X. Wait. I got this part right. I'm just looking at this. So X. So I need to do X is X minus the prior Roman dictionary of the prior letter. Okay, this is a little convoluted. Mostly because it's not very pretty looking, but it's okay. So what this, yeah, this should work. I'm gonna run code. There might be some tabs might be written incorrectly, which it is. Okay. Syntax error. I know. You're invalid syntax. Get rid of that second if. All right, so what this should be doing is this should work. So what this would do is with this an example of IV is that it'll go through IV as the string will get passed. It'll come down here. It'll say 4 letters in S, meaning so for I and V. So for I. What does an I in the Roman numericals, what does that equal? Oh, it equals a 1. Okay, X, which equals 0, plus 1 equals 1. Okay, great. And there's no prior letters. Oh, it's going to actually... I did not set the prior letters. Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why are you red already, Chad Ass Turkey? Make sure this stays running on indent. Yeah, this is not the greatest text editor I've ever seen. There we go. Okay, your input. Output is 1. So what did I screw up? This code again. There we go. Oh, on indents and stuff. It's fun, isn't it? Okay, it was being weird. So this should now be... Wait, no, this wouldn't work. This wouldn't work. Christopher, this won't work. Hold on. They do have an indent. Python is organized by spaces and indents. So as you can see that like this class solution colon, this is a tab right here, 4 spaces. So every time something like a new grouping exists, you have to tab in. But things are kind of a little messy here. So what I'm having problems with right now is it prior? Yeah, so prior letter, I set it equal to an empty string. It's gonna pass through. I guess what I could. No, I don't want to do that. Because what's going on is if prior letter does not equal Roman, the letter that's getting passed, which it. Oh my goodness, I'm being a dope. You can't. Prior letter does not equal letters. And prior letter was there. Okay. Yeah, indents have impact. Okay, this should not work again. This should only return a 1. No, it returned a 3. How? Don't know. Okay. Cool. Cool. We got this. Let's submit it. It should work now. Because what it should do is it should say, I do that math, and then if prior letter does not equal letters, yeah, it should work. Watch, it's going to be great. There we go. Fuck. Wrong answer in this example right here. I got 2005, and it was supposed to be 1994. So, what did I get wrong? So M is 1,000, so 1,000 plus C, which is 100. Okay. And then get another 5. Oh, snap! It's Black Kylo. Thank you so much for the follow. We're doing a little bit of a different thing today. We're doing some coding, some LeetCode, and prep for interviews, etc. And I wrote something incorrectly here. So prior letter, I thought would get set right here. So 4 letters. So X equals X. So when you get to C, C will get passed through, and it'll check. Okay. Prior letter was M, so, prior letter doesn't equal this letter. Okay, cool. And prior letter was not in one of these, then, okay, cool. So X equals X, what we set up here, minus. So my logic does not work because I did not subtract 100, nor did I subtract that 1. So it's not working. My algorithm is not working. Most of it's working, but not the edge case which they designed, which is that's supposed to be 1994. I got 2005. So, what did I do wrong? I do not know why it's highlighted in red. No idea. Yeah, this one right here. For a debugger, I need to give them money, and I don't want to give them money. I don't know why it's red. Let me look at this again, because it's like 90% of the way there. So X equals X plus that, so the previous. So if prior letter so now we store C. Okay, if M does not equal, so if C does not equal M, let's do it the better way. If letters does not equal prior letter, and prior letter is in IX or C, then x equals x minus the prior letter. So it's Can I not do that? That must be it. I must not be able to do that. Or maybe I can. Let's try this again. I'm just going to try to my Python idle that I have on the side that you guys can't see. Okay, that's true. So if I'm typing it right now, so if M does not equal C and C in syntax error. Hold on. That says true. Okay, I have it. This is right. This will return. So that's cool. So this must not be doing anything right here. Hence the red line right there that Mr. Strider lovingly pointed out. Well, let's try running this now. Because previously it gave us an indent error. Yep, it gave us an indent error again right here. On indent does not match any of the other ones. Okay. All the indents got screwed up. All the indents got screwed up. I don't know how they all got screwed up. There we go. There we go. Let's run this again. Okay, this should work now. Wrong answer again. Okay, cool. Got it wrong again. Fudge, man. Why am I terrible? Okay. I'm gonna put it in my terminal on the side. And we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna look at Sasha for a second. She's cute. She's probably farting. That's how she rolls. She likes to fart quite a bit. Because I was like, yeah, this isn't hard. Like, I'm missing something. I'm really missing being able to just print. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the sexy tunes at least. Ooh. Okay. It's doing the same thing over here, so we're going to print. I did solve the red highlights. Sasha was... She is. So it's this. This is not... Because the algorithm works right here. I wrote that correctly. But prior letter is not getting set correctly. Which I don't understand how it can't be set. So x equals that. X equals x minus the Roman dictionary, which is this, of the prior letter. Which for the first one, it's going to be nothing because there is no, you know, not. And prior letter equals letters, which is that. I am so confused why this isn't working. Return X. Is there something really easy that I'm missing? Because this right here is not working. X equals X minus prior letter equals the letters that comes through. I'm gonna do something you're never supposed to do. I'm just gonna tell it to continue. If this fucking works, I'm gonna cry. Shouldn't. Good. Okay, it didn't. Oh, it even actually became even worse. It became 2216. How did it become worse? Let's submit it again. Now I'm very, very intrigued. Okay, so now we're... Oh yeah, so now we're back to 2005. So M... How are we getting 2? Now, oh, that's actually getting... Is my dictionary wrong? No. How am I getting 2005? M... X plus Roman dictionary letters. Oh, I didn't even look at that. Wait, my output was 2005. How am I getting... Because I'm adding it. M 1,900 900 So if letters equals prior letters, X and C, okay. So I'm getting 2005, which means M plus M is 2000. There should be a minus 100 in there. So if letters does not equal prior letters, so C becomes the prior letter when we're looking at this M. So this letter would not equal the prior letter, and the prior letter is in IXC. I am so perplexed why this doesn't work. Like, why doesn't it work? Oh, contribute. You can contribute to their project. I don't think they want me to contribute to this project. This is an easy example, and I can't even fucking do it. Oh, you can actually look at your entire submission. All right, we got this. We got this. What are we doing wrong? So M gets passed, and that's 1,000. So X is 0, so now it equals 1,000. So 1,000, and then a C comes in, which is 100. So now it becomes 1100. Okay? So the next thing that comes in is an M, which we add 1000 to. So now we're at 2100. And that's our problem right there. That's our problem right there. Oh, yeah. So what I was doing is that I would only then say, okay, now let's look back. And that C only takes off 1000 or 100. It 2 times that. Wait, really? Run code. Wait, really? Alright, now I got 1794. Okay, I got the 4 working now. 2 times the Roman, that worked. Okay, what am I doing wrong? I'm so confused. Okay. I got that right. So C sorry, I know that this is a little weird looking. Okay, all right, let's try this again. So M comes in, it's 1000. All right, M's 1000. 100 comes in. Another 1000 comes in. 100 comes in. That makes it 1100. Another 1000 comes in, making it 2100. We look and we see that there is a 100, a C that was already there. So we're going to say minus 200, which equals 1900. Okay? And now prior letter should be now M. And I think it's not getting there. I think it's getting held in there. The, that C of 100 is getting saved in there somehow. Because 94, that works, and that's the end of the entire string. So it's something to do with this C isn't getting saved into the prior letter. So it goes M, C, M. Then we're at X. Why? That's so weird. So let's just do this. If prior letter, oops, not on a Mac, I'm on a Windows computer. Okay. All right. This isn't gonna work anyways. Oh, it's definitely not going to work because of all these syntax errors. Run code. Right, that works. Submit. It's not going to work. 1794. Okay, cool. I was just testing that to make sure that this logic is it's something to do with this. Like I'm doing something wrong in sending the prior letter. Thank you, baby bagel ham. I appreciate you. What am I doing wrong? Oh my goodness, I can do this. I can do this. I need some. I don't have the Rocky theme song anymore on my stream deck, man. I'm looking like money, make it rain on. Yeah, what's not working right is something with when we're going from C to M. Because it's... Wait, that's 300. How? Okay, so if we just look at M, C, M, X, C, I, V together, that's 1,000 plus 100. Fuck it, we can just have it do it for us right here. Comment that shit out, comment that shit out. Run that shit. Should return. Oh, thank you, Connor. That was very nice of you. Thank you. We are doing something way different, so I appreciate you. So that's 2216. So we were... What's 2216 minus 1794? 422. That's fucked up. So if prior letter in I, X, or C, let's see where it could screw up. It's screwing up right here. Screwing up right here. I can't do that. So what I need to do is do one more. So if letters is in I, X, or C, and letters is not in I, X, or C, and letters do not equal... Yeah, that should work. Okay. Let's just run it once to see what happens. Should just work. So if letters not in I, X, or C, so that means all the other ones. Yeah, that should work. Fuck you, there's an error. Fuck you, there's a key error. What the fuck are you talking about, honky tonk? Fuck you. So, yeah, it gets fuck. Yeah, I know. So what's going on is that the first time it's going through it, it's saying that, okay, the prior letter has been set. Oh, it's this empty shit. That shit's gross. Oh my god, I'm oh. And that's coding in a nutshell. You just realize that you're being a fucking idiot every once in a while. God damn it. God darn it. So what I need to do is, instead of trying to iterate over each item in the list, I just need to index over it. So for range, so from range 0, comma, the length of the string, Roman dictionary just equals the S of the, we're just gonna make this I so it's a little smaller. Yeah, we were looking at trying to use the actual letters. This is gonna work. This is gonna work. This is gonna be great. S. Oops. and S I S I minus 1. Yeah, it really does. And self-deprecation. Self-deprecation is also key right here. You gotta call yourself a moron at least once. Oh my goodness. I minus 1. And then we can get rid of this right here. Right? Yep, this should work. Please work. Fuck you. LVIII. Output negative 44. Oh no. Oh my goodness. What the fuck did I do then? Because it should just go L is 50. Yeah, it was sexy until it didn't work, right? Fuck. Okay. Getting closer. Okay. So if SI, meaning what we're looking at first, range 0, the length of S. Wait, I'm being stupid. Hold on. I knew what I was doing wrong, but I didn't know what I was doing. I'll just blame it on performance anxiety, right? Let's see. X list equals, or X string equals that example for I in range 0, length of X string print I for 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. What is it doing? What is it doing? Alright, so if what we're looking at is either an I, an X, or a C, and that I, X, or C does not equal the I, the X, or the C that was prior to them, then X equals X minus 2 times that value. So when we got to this I here, it said, okay, I'm an I, and an I doesn't equal a V, therefore I need to do 2 minus this V, which is 10, and that's how we got 48. But if we do the not in, I, X, or C, meaning I'm not an M, so that would mean, so I'm not in I, X, or C. Let's just run the code. Let's see what it gives us. Invalid syntax. Oh my goodness. Fuck off. What do you mean invalid syntax? Fuck you, invalid syntax. Okay, so we got 2004 right. No, that's still wrong. Fuck, it's supposed to be 1994. What am I doing wrong? This makes a lot more sense. Fuck. Why am... This is so frustrating. I am so close, but I just can't figure it out. Wait, why don't I just say... I'm thinking about this all wrong. Why don't I just say... If SI... Yeah, I'm thinking about this the entire wrong way. Think about this the wrong way. Think about this the wrong way, guys. Instead of trying to do this like subtraction and stuff, let's just say, so if SI is in I, X, or C, and SI plus 1. Wait, do lists loop around? Let me just check this really quick. I don't think they do. Yeah, it goes out of range. I don't want to do that. Thinking no, it's... Well, I don't want to do that because then I'll have an index out of range. And if I do that, that's bad too. Nope, I was doing it right. This is the right way to do it. Because if you do it the other way, if you only have 5 characters in a list, or 4 characters in a list, and you try to go to the 5th spot, like I was gonna do, I was gonna, instead of looking at like storing the previous one and looking back at it, I was gonna look ahead. If there's nothing to look ahead to, you're gonna get an error thrown. So, oh my goodness. So, what I want to look at is if... That is some deep life advice. So if the letter that I'm looking at is an I, an X, or a C, and no. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. So if the letter is not an I, X, or C, then we say this M or L, does it equal the thing before it? And if it doesn't, subtract -1. But what that's doing, if I have, so the first one is going, oh, that's what it's doing. Let me just make sure that's what it's doing. Yep, it's looping around. So what it's doing on this first pass is that with strings, if you say string -1, it's going to the front. So for example, our string Harry, if we say give us the -1 indices, it's going to grab us Y. And that's not what we wanted to do. So, what we should just do is x equals Roman dictionary s 0th 1, because in Python everything's, you can grab y whenever you want. It starts at 0. Oh my goodness. And this is why I fail fucking technical interviews all the time, because they're like, wow, come on dude, you're taking forever. Fuck you, that's incorrect. Fuck you, you fucking sack of shit. The fuck are you talking about, you cock? Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Okay. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna say, okay, we know h. So we're gonna set h by itself. So now we're only gonna look at AARY. So in this example of, oh, this is gonna error out because of these. So the threes should work. Oh, fuck you. Just run the code. Just run the code, you cock goblin. Okay, I got 1990. I got so much fucking wrong now. God damn it. I thought that was it. Because it should just then say... Oh, thank you, help buddy. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Much hype for help buddy. Oh my goodness. I don't know why it's not working. I don't know why. Because it should go... Welcome to the aggregation. It should go... Okay, cool. So... 10... S I minus 1, which would be the 0th. So if V, okay, so V would not be in here, and V does not equal L, so that's why that's happening. Oh, yeah, buddy, hey, buddy. So I need to make, I can't do it as fancy as I wanted to. I'm just having problems visualizing that. Okay. So if SI not in there, and so what we could do is quickly put in, nope, we don't want to do that. Let's just put another and in here. And S I minus 1 in I X C. So fucking goddamn close. 1990. I'm still not getting 1994. Now I'm getting 2014 now. So at least I got that. That's somewhat more accurate. So fucking cool. Fuck. You fucking cock goblin. I should not be calling it a cock goblin, but now I'm thinking of MySpace, or not MySpace, Office Space way too much. Why doesn't that one work? Whoa, right? Let's break some fucking... At least we're getting closer. Like, now it's not 2005, which was weird. Now it's at least 2014, so we're only off by 20, 20 years. So that's not the worst in the world. So, if the letter we're looking at is not in I, X, or C, and they don't equal each other. It's not a minute detail, Mana. Oh, you suck. I fucking hate you. Do I have to specifically call that out? Fuck it. Really? No. That's stupid. No. That might be the problem that I'm doing. Yeah, that's the problem that I'm doing, is that I'm looking at it. I'm looking at this C right here. Okay. So MXC. So I'm looking at this C right here. So it's getting passed in. It's like, okay, if SI not in... Okay. No, it is, so it wouldn't look at that one. So look at this M. Okay, it's not in M. The second M that's right here. I'm not in M. Okay, cool. Okay, and this M doesn't equal C. No, that should fucking work. Because it goes, okay, the second M, it's not an IX or C. And what I'm looking at currently, M does not equal C, and C is in IX or C, so X equals X minus 2 times, like 200. So which one isn't it working on? Is it C? No? Is it... It must be V? No? Because we're doing the M first, okay. C. No? It wouldn't be that one. I have no idea how it's not working. So M. The first thing. So X equals that value. So in range 1, so now we're starting at C. X equals X plus C, which is 100. So now it's 1100. So now M comes through. X equals X plus 1000. So now we're at 2100. But we see that this M is not one of these. And this M does not equal that C. And that's how we're supposed to get 1900 now. So anyways, so minus 200, now we're at 1900. So now we go to X, which is 10. I have no fucking clue. Just give me the fucking answer. Just give me the fucking answer. Jesus Christ. Most votes. Give it to me. What? So Roman, I was right there. Z equals 0, so 4I in range. Okay. If Roman SI oh my goodness, really? See, like I said, it's always fucking tricks. Always these little minute details that I don't get. No way. So let's copy it. Let's go back. Let's drop in what he did. And see if it works. And it was the most voted option, so chances are it works. That was really smart way he did it, though. That was really smart. So what he did, the way smarter way of doing it than I did. I didn't even think of it. And this is why this guy probably works at like Amazon or something. So he said Z equals to 0, or Z for our non-American friends. So for I, in the range of that string that's getting passed, if the value of what you're looking at is less than the next value, then subtract your value from Z. Else, add that value. And then, at the end, add the last part in there. Really fucking smart. Because in Roman numerals, that the rules that they gave us, you can have 3 I's together, you can have 3 V's together. No. You could call this whatever. It's just a variable name where you're storing stuff. I prefer X. Some people prefer Z. So like that'll still work. Yeah, it's just a variable name. But yeah, so what he was showing is that you can't have CM that cannot equal. Yeah, so you can't have CM. Yeah, that's really smart. That was much smarter than my way of trying to like store values to then subtract against each other. It's just like, no, if 100 is less than 1,000, just take 100 off, because that's what it's doing. And then here at the end, it's just saying, oh, well, add the last numeral in there. Fucking smart. Fucking smart. That depresses me so much. I was close, just not the right trick. I knew what I needed to do, I just didn't think of that. And you can see that a lot of people were storing probably multiple dictionaries. Because what you could have done, you could have brute forced it, but anyways, let's go to a different fucking problem. Oh, what's up? Thanks. No, this is actually our second coding stream. We've kind of started playing around with this format. Yeah, you missed the first one. Yeah, welcome on in. Yeah, the first one was really cool. We what we were trying to do was we were trying to use the Nightbot API to do some things to actually like read the chat. And kind of what we were trying to do was create a quote bot with the Nightbot API. So when, say, exclamation point quote was, or like add quote was put into chat, it would automatically take that Oh, you watched the VOD. Oh, okay, cool, yeah. So you know the outcome is we have to combine shit. Yeah, thank you for watching that. Yeah, we have a lot more. We have some of those on deck. I've got some other stuff coming up in real life before I can dedicate a little bit more time to that. So instead, I'm spending time on LeetCode, showing everyone how frustrating it is to just code, and I couldn't get a one of their easy. I mean, this makes me feel better though, is that it's an easy question, but only 58% of all submissions got accepted. So that makes me feel a little bit better, just a little bit better. I was close, but no cigar. Let's do length of last word. I don't know what this one is. So we do have a solution in place, or a working solution in place, to get that bot working. So I'm pretty pumped. They are fun challenges, very frustratingly fun challenges, and a lot of technical interviews. Just peeps go to LeetCode before the interview, find an easy one, and that's your interview. They might modify it a little bit. So it's you're either really, really good at programming and you can do it on the fly, which I can't. I get super nervous. Or you practice a lot and you kind of figure out the tricks. You know, all tricks when you get experience. You know, you just kind of start picking up on it. Yes, that is exactly it. Exactly it. Like, I'm like doing a bunch of for loops just to brute force this bad boy, and the dude's like, bam, and it just says, "Mana, you suck." Like, that's all I see. Oh, but like, here we go. So given a string consisting of some words separated by some number of spaces, return the length of the last word in the string. A word is a maximal substring consisting of non-space characters only. Oh, that is an interesting. I've never even seen this one. Okay. Like, because it's some number of spaces. S consists of only English letters and spaces. It'll be at least one word in the string. Okay, cool. But you can't just go in and split it on space, because it could be any number of spaces. You can't iterate over it. I mean, you could, but that's just a mess. You could use regular expression, but I don't know how to write regular expression off the top of my head, and anyone who does is some sort of like magnificent wizard person. I always have to get a regular expressions calculator. It's a mess. It's just wizardry. It works and it's amazing, but I have no idea how to do it. What I was thinking of was putting it into a set. Because what a set would do, so what a holding, I'm going to call it holding set, is if we call, I think it's just set S. What it does is we discussed this in the last stream, is that a set is a special data type And what it'll do to a list is that it'll deduplicate everything inside of the list, but not necessarily keep everything in order. So doing a set on this, like this fly me to the moon, where there's all these extra spaces, it would get rid of all those extra spaces and just say fly me to the moon. But a set doesn't keep anything in order. But you can always just try it. Churn the length set. Yeah, you can't. This is gonna error out because you can't index a set like this. It should error out, and if it doesn't, I'm gonna cry. Yeah. Type error. Generic alias has no length. Oh, holding set. Set object is not subscriptable. You can't do that. So because a set is different than a list. From a list, you can, everything is nice and in order, and it stays in order. A set, it's similar to a list, except there's no order underneath it. So this holding set would get rid of it all. Would get rid of those extra spaces. But it takes out our order, and we're no longer able to subscript to it. Word is a maximal substring consisting of non-space characters only. Interesting. How can I do this then? I want to say this is the start to it. Is it already? Shit, man. Fuck. It's already 10. And I've only done one of these. No wonder people take 10 months to prep for an interview for fucking Facebook and shit. Let's set as a string. Yeah, this is some work. Okay. Let's call it holding list. Oh, I'm doing them for practice. Wink. Always prepping for interviews. And it kind of dashes my confidence when I'm like, oh no. Like, I'm not just nailing these one after another. It just shatters my confidence. But I'm like, I'm a Python data engineer. Like, I'm doing it day in, day out. I'm actually doing it. But I'm like, these puzzles, holy shit. Like, when I can't just hop on a Stack Overflow, it is killing me. Alright, so holding list. I mean, if we split S on empty spaces, it's gonna give us, like, fly me to the moon would be a list that would look like space fly me to oh fuck yeah. It's the last word in the string? Right, yeah, and then you start getting into your head, and you start going in. So I just created a list out of this string, right? So what I could do, it's a fucking for loop though. I really don't want to do it. I mean, what I could do is just go from the back, like pop. How does pop work? There's a command called pop that I could, now that each space is a thing, I could do holding list dot pop space. It's gonna, I don't know the syntax off the top of my head, so we're just gonna give this a shot. Holding, so it takes out all the spaces. I think that's what that does, and then you need to just return the length. Oops. Return the length of holding list minus 1. Yeah, I don't think that's how. String object cannot be interpreted as an integer. Interesting. Ah, okay, so pop only takes indexes, meaning the spots in the list. So I need to pass it an index. So space indices equals holding list dot find. It can't be that. That doesn't sound right. And that is very expensive. Yeah. Solution. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So pop's not going to help us in here unless I can find all the indices. Would it be contains? 'Cause I'm it's not going to be that either. So if we split it based on that, we can brute force this shit. So for I in range, I don't want to brute force it though. It's not the answer. So now we have the list, which is all of that. We need to get rid of the spaces. The spaces are each of their thing. So for I in, I'm just going to do it range length. For I in holding list, length of I is less than 2. mean, I could be the last. But if length is less than 2... Yeah, let's just try it. If I is less than 2... Aired. Syntax. Now that's accepted, but it ran fucking slow. And it's not going to pass all of their test cases. There we go. They finally passed the pop. So for I in length or in range, length or 0 comma the length of the holding list. If length of holding list equals that, but length of last word. List index out of range. Oh, because it's changing every time I pop something. Then what I need to do is create a indices list to hold all of these. Indices list equals I, or dot append I. Then holding list equals holding list dot pop indices list. This is not good. Let's see if it actually runs at all. No. List object cannot be as a fucking integer. Fuck you. I gotta loop through again. Fuck. I do. Okay. So for I n indices list. Pop. Holding list pop indices list. I don't have that anymore. Pop index out of range. Motherfucker. because there's nothing in there. So if length indices list is greater than 0, I in indices list pop that motherfucker. "42 milliseconds. I've almost doubled. This is bad. Well, what was my... Fly me to the moon. What did I give? Oh, pop index out of range. Okay. Fuck it. Let's just look at the... Oh my God. Let's look at the discussion. Let's see what we're supposed to... Most votes. This problem is not fun at all. Nice. You spend 0.1% of the... Right? The A. I already had that problem of like, oh, you're going to have A and I's. Like, solutions. One. See? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you in your fucking face. Fuck. 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 God damn it. That is exactly it. I forgot about right strip. Yeah, that would totally work. That would totally work. That would totally work. That's perfect. That's perfect. That is great. Here, have an upvote. That is great. That is awesome. Yeah, thanks, Nightbot. That is great. That is a great solution. See, that's it. Like, look, is that so you return, you go to the rightmost of the string, and you say, hey, oh, are you a space? Get out of here. Are you a space? Get out of here. Are you the space? Okay, get out. Like, it takes out all these spaces right here. And then, in the string, it takes out all those spaces. Then, we create, split the string based on the remainder spaces, like right here. And then we get the last one. Yeah. Fuck me in the ass. Oh, yeah, it is really so nice. It makes life so much easier. But yeah. You are totally right. Morantelope. Yeah, I was sitting there busting my fucking head into the keyboard trying to figure out what right there. And then one line. Yeah. Yeah, the -1 index makes it so much easier. But yeah, just strip those spaces from the string, from the right side of the string. I mean, it's the fastest way to do it. Just strip those, and then split makes the string into a list. Oh, man. Folks are so smart. Yeah, Python's my main language. English, I'm still a little iffy on. I got my start primarily as a ETL developer, so a lot of SQL, which is love was my just with you, Harry. Just with you. Love. Wait, no. Get out of here. Oh, too funny. Too funny. BI developer and sequel. Too funny. Yeah, so I'll go to the chatting screen. So I got my start as an ETL developer. Then I transitioned to business intelligence, doing it all in SQL. And then a few years ago, like 6 years ago? Has it been 6 years since we've worked together, Strider? It's been a while. Because there was a time before that. But anyways, I was like, okay, I was doing a bunch of manual reporting over and over again. And I was like, oh, there has to be a better way to do this. So I started learning Python. Automate the boring stuff in Python has an entire section on how to create a mouse and keyboard bot. And I wrote one up to automate a huge part of my job, and I just kind of fell in love with it. And then, oh yeah, how old is she? Almost 4. Shit. So yeah, about 6 years then. Yeah. Yeah, it is a great philosophy, great book. Really, that's how I got my start in Python, and then when I've just been really learning it ever since and really digging in. And it's been a hard converting my thought process from a very procedural language like SQL to a object-oriented language like Python. That's been pretty tough. But I've been faking it and I'm almost making it, so that made me sad. That was so easy. Like, longest common prefix. Okay, write a function to find the longest common prefix string amongst an array of strings. There's no common prefix, return an empty string. Interesting. So the strings, flower, flow, flight. Interesting. FL. Dog, race car, car. Nothing equals. Huh. Yeah. Right. It's I would say it's really almost like if you're a native English speaker and you're trying to learn Spanish, for a while you're going to try to translate your English thought into Spanish. But eventually, given enough time, you become fluent in the language. So now you can, when you want to be speaking Spanish, you're speaking Spanish. So until you get to that fluency step, you're still trying to speak your original language. I've gotten to the point where I when I'm in Python, I'm thinking Python. I'm still I'm still speaking in the very formal, rigid tones of a international student. I'm still not a local yet. I'm getting there though. So, this is an interesting one. Like, this is a good one because it can get really, really expensive really, really fast. Let's look at these assumptions really. It consists of only... Because what we have to do here is we have to compare the first letter in each word to the first letter in each word. And then the second letter, like if the first letter equals the first letter and equals the first letter, then the second letter equals the second letter equals the second letter. And you can't do anything cool like put it into a set, because you need to keep the order of the words. It's not like palindrome where you can just make a set and then see if they equal each other and just be done with it. Yeah, that's what's crazy. This is the easy section. Like, these are easy questions, and these are this is exactly where Fang interviewers get their technical questions from. Is from this part of LeetCode, the easy part. So there's only two ways. Either you're really, really, really good at what you do, and fucking more power to you. Like, you just can figure this stuff out on the fly, and you're way smarter than I am. Or you've been studying quite a bit, and you pick up a lot of this stuff by practicing over and over again. But yeah, this is the easy section. Like, right? It's a beast. I'm following along. JavaScript, that's a good one. JavaScript is a good one. That's a good language to learn. Yeah, it's like a toss-up between Python and JavaScript. Like, JavaScript is a lot more flexible. Well, not flexible, but a lot more widely used. Python's become like really like data engineer, data scientist stuff. A lot of people like have been doing like Python with that, and other than that, it's like, okay, use JavaScript to, you know, you use that shit. Because we can brute force this, and the brute force would be to look at. Yeah, R is one that I actually used back in the day. Strider, you would know. You'd see the output on this is when I was at a large automotive conglomerate with Strider. There's a really cool R package that I used in my data ingestion, where I would ingest files from different vendors. And I used R to do descriptive statistics, and so Python was my workflow manager. And as I was ingesting files from vendors and inserting into a database, I would use R to create descriptive statistics on the latest inserted data, and then send that as an email. That was really cool. So it was like a really quick way to like show people like, hey, this is the stuff that just got ingested by our vendors. Isn't that pretty? But that's the last time I used R, and that was almost 4 years ago. Yeah, really cool. I'd have to look to see if I have the code anywhere. But a lot of vendors would send us data for brands that didn't exist anymore. And we'd be like, somehow I don't think that's legit. Trash data. Yeah, trash data for trash pandas. So for this, we can brute force this bad boy. And like, so we can do like so it's what's STRS, so for strings in STRS. Yeah, that's not it. That's O to the, that's in big O notation. We're all ready to like O to the O(n) to the fourth, which if we look at our big notation guy right here, that's no bueno. N to the second is already right there. Right? You'd have at least $1. You at least have $1 from this stream, because bad data in, bad data out. So we're already, how I already thought about it, we'd be O to the N to the fourth, which is really, really, really bad. There has to be a way for us to get this to O to the N to the second. Time complexity. So what O to the N to the fourth really means is, remember these nested loops? Every time you add a nest, it's one additional level of complexity. So n to the fourth would be you're doing 4 things through it. Oh, what's up, Chris Killens? Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Can I get a shout out for Chris? She is a super cool, super sweet, super nice Pokemon streamer, and I really enjoy her stream. She's got some really good energy, really cool person. I like her quite a bit. And I forget who came first. It was either Chris Gillens or the Chill Shoddy, but they came as a package for me, and it was great because I like both of them. Can I get a shout out for Chill Shoddy too? She's really cool. She's a variety streamer as well. She kind of leans into FPS and horror games. She's really cool. She's got a lot of pets. It is a chicken or the egg dilemma. I don't know which came first. And Chill's cool. She's got a bunch of pets, and she'll whip out her nope rope every once in a while, which is the cutest little coral snake, I think it is. But yeah, she's super cool. I really like her. Oh my goodness. So it's only going to consist of lowercase English letters. So that makes the comparison easier. And I need to keep the order, because the order's important. So I can't just say, if F is an F, go for it. It needs to compare to every single other one. It's expensive, but let's write it. So for X in STRs, so for X in STRs, so it's gonna, well, no, I don't have to do it for all of them. I just have to look at it for the first one. So let's see here. So what I need to do is I need to subset the first guy. So we need to do first string equals. No, we just have to iterate over the first string. So I'm gonna do this just to make it easier on me to think about this. Stirs 0th. So we're taking the first string out of this, and we're gonna pop, which means get rid of the 0th. We're gonna get rid of the first entry in that list. Okay, this is gonna make my life easier. Easier to think about things. Okay, got that all set up. Life is easier to think about. Anything with a pound in front of it is comment, so this isn't looked at. Okie dokie. So, now that we have that taken care of, so we do for S in first string. It is a great comment. So for S in our first string, which is our first word, we're going to do that can't be right. That's way too expensive. For S in first string. then for I in STRs, and for J in nope, 0 length of I, no, of J, right? No, of I, nope, J, I had it, oh, I. If S equals IJ, then let's call this empty list. This can't be it. This is ridiculous. Empty list dot append that can't be right. That's ridiculous. Oh, I forgot to call a return, so it's not gonna return anything. Return empty. No, that's gonna repeat it all the time. Let's see here. This is a hard one. That can't be it. That's way too hard. There has to be a trick here. There has to be a trick. Because they're not only going to have 3. So, I mean, the length can be up to 200. And each of the words can be up to 200 in length. So if we were comparing every single one, that would just burn and churn forever. So there has to be a trick here that I am just not seeing. And a lot of these is like, oh, just use a set or something that puts it into a hash map to put it all into memory instead of this is killing me slowly but surely. There's no common prefix. That's when it's null. Oh yeah, nice. The longest shared prefix can only be as long as the shortest word. Right? That's a good part of the algo. So yeah, that's actually really good. That actually starts minimizing the complexity of the algorithm, the big O notation already. So you do sort, I think in place equals true. Sort that from smallest to largest, I think, is the default sort. So that's good. A+, gold star. But the shortest one could still be 200 characters long. So going through every single one of that is a disaster. So 50% of people got it, because 3.8 million submissions, well, half of all the submissions were right. 3.8 million submissions, 1.5 submitted or accepted, so less than half. So now we're sorted, or string sorted. Shout out. And what's killing me, or what's making me concerned is something like this, is race car and car. So you got to keep them in order. So I guess what you could do... Oh. Oh? Oh. Oh. I think I got it. Oh, oh, oh. Is what I need to do is you have to subset each list. So the it's a list of strings. So you just take the first. You got the first part. Morantelope. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Morantelope? 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 It's like an antelope, but a more in front of it. A morantelope. Is that so you start with the first word. Okay, I'm just gonna write it. I think I got it. Okay. So for I in range length of STRs 0, what we're going to do is we're going to grab what we're going to do is we're going to grab each letter. So for the first letter, which is index 0 of the 0th part of our list. So 0, 0, and then we're going to go to 1, 0, and then 2, 0, 3, 0, all that. Put all those into a list and put it into a set. If the length of the set is greater than 1, it's not part of the prefix. So unfortunately, it's... Yeah, okay, yeah, so for I... So what we need to do, we don't want to subset every single one. We just need to do, okay, if stirs so for I in range length of stirs, if then we need to create empty list up here. Yeah, an empty list up here. Empty list equals blank. Okay, cool. So for for each individual string in our list, we're going to empty list dot append Is that what we want to do? I know what I want to do, but I can't figure out how to code it. Like, I got the algorithm, but I don't know how to write it. I'm just going to create all the... No, I don't want to create all the lists, because that's highly inefficient. So, for I in length, or in range length of str's 0, which is all the lengths in there. Oh. I'm having problems getting started too. Oh, so for I in range length range length STRs and then for J in range length STRs 0 as if STRs 0 J equals ST. No, that's comparing every single one to every single one. I want to subset every single, just the first letter of every single word. Put into a list. For I and range length of STRs. And then for J in, I need 0 comma, in range of the length, or range 0 comma, the length of STRs 0. What we're gonna do empty list dot append STRs I J if list equals empty new list dot append if the length of the set new list is greater than 1, empty list dot append, or no, don't even have to do that empty list, just make a string. We'll just call it answer string equals blank, answer string equals answer string plus STRS 0th J. Return answer string. Does that make sense to everyone else? So what I'm doing, I know I stuttered and restarted quite a bit, is that it's going, so nope. Thank you, Swipey. Can I get a huge shout out for Swipey? Thank you. I'm doing, thank you for showing up. I'm Thank you, bears. Can I get another shout out, bear? Oh, I'm still prepping for my interviews. So this is I know zero code too. Oh, no, I actually code for a living. It's so hard. This shit is so hard, guys. So LeetCode, L-E-T code, is a great resource if you want to start getting into coding. A lot of the big tech companies, the FANG, Facebook, Apple, I almost said Newegg, Netflix, Google, those guys, their technical interviews, they go right to LeetCode and they grab that stuff and they just plop it right into their interviews. So what I'm trying to do here is the question wants you to find a common prefix, meaning that for this list of words, flower, flow, flight, what letters do they all share in common starting from left to right? So flower, flow, flight, FL. Dog, race car, car, it doesn't share, so it's nothing. So what I did is I created a Python program here that goes through to each word. And first of all, huge shout out to Morantelope for giving me the efficiency part of the puzzle, which is start at the smallest word first. Is my first letter, let's take all the first letters of each word, put them in a big bucket, and see if it's unique. Like if it's all D's, okay, then just give me a D. If there's a D and an A, then if you count those, that's 2 letters, so that's greater than 1, so ignore it. So this should work, guys. These nuts. These big salty nuts. Fuck me in the ass. Just get it in there. Just get it. Just get it. Syntax error, that's not too bad.
There's a hole in the ground.
Sora, you. Can I get a shout out for Sora, the fucking ninja? Like, what? She's just sitting there being like, oh, he said something about his butt. There's a hole in the ground. All right, let's run this again. Maybe it'll work. Object of none type has no length. What? Stirs. Does stirs.sort not work? Fuck it. We're going in I thought that's how you sorted a list. I'm cheating. Python sort a list. God damn it. How do I sort a fucking list? Just sort it. Yeah. Try it yourself right here. There we go. Okay. You don't need to do that. It'll automatically do it in place. Okay. Oh geez, it's popping. I came in, heard get it in there. That's new. Oh, thank you. We should. Oh, good night, Strider. Ooh, hopefully everything's okay. Thank you for showing up, my mans. Hopefully I'll be victorious soon, and then I can go to bed and cry myself to sleep. String index out of range. Fuck you, you're out of range. Oh, probably because Python sort list longest by longest string. Not Yeah, how do you do it by the list of the best cry? Alright, I gotta be right back. I gotta take a quick bio break. Burp. I'm gonna cry. Oh, Sasha, you're so loyal. Ow! Static electricity. I did cry. Look at Sasha. She's so cute. Yeah. Yeah, it's something that I wouldn't know. I would not know that how to do this, but in Python, I could just say key equals length. Really? Like, I didn't know that this was a thing, but this is that's the secret sauce. See you, birds. Grab yourself later. Yeah, and that's what it was doing it with the sort. It was sorting in alphabetical order. So, if I pass this key equals length, the folks on Stack Overflow say it should work. Wrong answer. Output low, low, low. Oh no. What? No. Oh. Well, it's somewhat working, so that's cool. Fuck, that's weird. Shorty got low, 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 low. So my loop's set up wrong. So that's not the greatest. New list. Answer string. Why did I create this new? Oh, if length of the set of the new list. Oh, answer string should just equal. Oops. String set of the list. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh, it was never closed. Dick jokes. Interesting. Okay, the first thing worked. It worked kind of. It got us almost there. So for I in range of there. So for J in range Let's see, what did it give us again? It didn't even give us FL, it gave us low, low, low. It's so weird. Didn't even start with F. Now, why would it not start with F? Why did it give me 3 lows? Oh, I hate 30 dark. So I want to pop off the first letter of each of these words. So for I in all of here. I guess I really don't have to say do all of that. I can just if I do the 4I, it's doing one at a time, and that's the problem. Oh, yeah. That's the problem. Thank you, Nightbot. We can't look at each individual one. Because it's going, so with the 4I in range of this, it's doing new list dot stirs IJ. Yeah, that doesn't work. Let's see here. I need to pop off each each letter of each word and put it into a list, or into a list, and then put it into a set and see if that set is greater than 1. First of all, if that equals 1, so run that. F. Okay. That at least somewhat works right. That makes that says okay. At least that gives me 3 Fs. So it's only looking at the F the entire time. So I'm subsetting it incorrectly. Stirs I. I need four. So 4I. Okay, we got this. Okay, we got this. 4I. 4J in range. 0, comma, length of stirs. We're going to create the new list here. New list. There we go. This should work. Oh no! What did I do? List index out of range. Oh, it's J I. Okay, this is This is better. This FLO, FLO, FL. So now I'm just doing my output complete. Something is wrong with my output, so that's good. We're getting there. Exactly, less wrong. I love that. Yeah, that is exactly. You're on fire. I love it. I love it. That's exactly right. Less wrong. We are heading in the right direction. So get it out of that loop. Really? It gave me OO. How the fudge did it give me OO? So for I in range 0. So looking at the shortest one first, we're going to create a new list. For J in the range, so new list, go through each one of the guys and put in that. If the length of the set of the new list is greater than 1. Yeah, there we go. We had it right the first time. What? No. Get the fuck out of town. No. Damn it. Is it less than 2? That's 1. Yeah. It's gonna give me OO again. What the fudge? Python convert list to set. Oh, this is Java. We're not running Java. Yeah, that's what I thought. I should create a set. And a set, elements in a set cannot be altered. Set is an unordered collection of elements. Interesting. Why am I wrong then? Alright, so for I, going through each of the parts of our first guy, you're going to create a new list. Then for J in the range, so for each of our that's a problem. No, that wasn't a problem. I was comparing itself to itself, like the first entry to its first entry. So why is O and O, which is the third entry, repeated twice? How can I just... Which is just very interesting to me. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got oh. Dupe list. People say with a list, just convert it into a dictionary. Quit trying to make a set from it. Interesting. Okay, so new list equals list. Oh my goodness, what are we calling this? List dict from keys. Let's dict from keys. Dict from keys. New list. If the length of new list is equal to 1, then answer string equals new list 0th. Run the code. Let's see what happens. Fucking right. Fucking right. You did it. You did it. That took a little bit of a trick. Marantelope, MVP right there. And then the other one was this little guy right here. Let's see if it actually passes all the test cases, though. Yeah, I don't think it will, though. It passes all the test case, or that was only one test case. Wrong answer. It needs to have a stop clause. Because what it did... Right. So what it did here... Is that for the second one? A. Found A right there. Yeah, unclap. Get that out of there. How did that do that? Wait, how did that do that? How did that get A? Because let's say it puts car first. It might be Canadian, yeah. It could be. Could be a Canadian. It all makes sense. Because dog doesn't have an A, so how would it get it in there? Because I would have... Okay, car has an A right there, an A right there, but then an O right there. This right here, dedupes our list that we create, so that's cool. I want to keep that. So how is it coming up with an A? That is weird, man. I have no idea. That is fucking odd. Maybe if I submit it again, it's gonna be wrong again. The same reason. That is weird. I thought this would work. Of length of new list. So new list. New list dot append stirs JI, so each letter. According to this, A and O would be in the same list. Unless this key length is actually... No, if it was going the I was going to say, unless key length is going longest to shortest. Which in this case, if it went longest to shortest, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like, if it tried to subset this to the 7th, it wouldn't work, right? I'll try here. I'm going to try on my little Python window that I have over that you guys can't see. Yeah, it would be string index out of range. That's what I thought. So it's using car as the shortest word. So it goes C. It looks at A. It should have O in there. O. It should have O in there. But it doesn't, and that is fascinating to me. All right, let's look at what folks have. Short Python solution. Here we go. And enumerate. Okay, here we go. S1 is the min of M. S2 is the max of M. For IC in S1. Oh, that's fucking smart. Wait, is it? I guess so. Yeah, if you... I hardly ever use it. Like, never use it. So, Python by built-in function enumerate for this task. Enumerate method adds a counter to an iterable and returns it in form of an enumerating object. This enumerated object can then be used directly for loops or converted into a list of tuples using the list object. Yeah, exactly. So this is really smart. Is, yeah, you get the min of all the strings, you get the max of all the strings. So if you have, let's copy this. This is really good. So right here, this one's a really good example right here. Flower, flow, flight. You put it, the minimum one in alphabetical order is flight. Okay? And the max in alphabetical order is flower. So what that guy's was just going to do is he was going to compare this just flower to flight. So what that code that enumerate essentially said was F, does F equal F? Does L equal L? Does I equal O? Oh, that's false. So therefore, we just need, you know, however many enumerations you got. Shit. You know what I mean? That was smart. A lot better than this, which I knew the problem was I couldn't compare every single one to every single one. That would just take too long, but that was really smart. Just compare two of them together. Even if you did a brute force of two of them together, that's a lot cheaper than comparing every single one. It's really smart. Shit. Well, I'm defeated. Let's find somebody to raid. Hey, I heart bears. He's a handsome guy. Let's see, who's online right now? Oh, I'm not logged in. Yeah. And that's gonna be the follow-up question. Well, congratulations on solving it. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Yeah, that's gonna be the next question in your interview. Is the folks are gonna say, "Great, thank you for figuring that out. That's great. It's awesome, Marantelope. Can you tell us how you would take that and optimize it?" And then you could just be like, something hash tables. That'll be usually right. Let's see here. We'll cry until it feels bad. Yeah. I don't know anyone here. Yeah, throw it out there. I don't have anyone that I really want to. I mean, there's like Yoke and stuff, but we just raided them, I think. No, thank you guys for hanging out. It was fun. I mean, it does give me a lot of confidence for my interviews coming up, but that's why we practice, right? Oh no, horror's not a good one. Erico Man. Let's see what's Erico Man up to. Oh, in only 5 years. That's great. Yeah, let's go raid Erico Man. Oh, thank you, Marantelope. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's fun doing something a little bit different. And we'll be revisiting the Nightbot stuff probably after, like, sometime in mid-April. But I just want to say thank you so much, everyone, for coming in. Thank you, Marantelope, for giving me a really, really great piece of advice for that code. I just need to expand upon it. I was like right there. Thanks to Strider for being the best mod. Thank you, Baby Bagelham, Hardcore Harry, Hearts, Sora, the whole patrol in general. Everyone to stop by. Chris Killens, who's given us a lurk. Help Buddy, It's Black Kilo who shot us some follows, and Quasi Lion for hitting on me earlier. I loved it. Let's go over. Let's show Erko Man some love. He's playing some. What is it? Elden Ring? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's head over there. We'll be playing tomorrow. Taking a tour back in the Capital Wasteland. So bring your towel. Deuces.